Hi, and welcome to Book Me a Hero, the channel where I go into unscripted rants about romance novels. My name is Sarah, and because today is our first video, I'll walk you through a little bit of my journey with romance novels so far. I read my very first romance novel at 12, I believe. Maybe I was still 11, but nearly 12, I think. It was given to me by my grandmother, and I still remember the day she offered it to me perfectly. We were on a road trip and I'd been bragging about how much I hated reading for the entire car ride. So when we stopped at a gas station, my grandmother bought me The Duke and I by Julia Quinn. And I remember being back at our country house with very little to do, it's a very secluded area, completely hooked on this book. I got completely addicted immediately. I read it in like 2 or 3 days, I think. Maybe 4, because it was a pretty big book and I hadn't ever read a book front to back at that point. So, maybe 4. But in any case, for someone who had never read a book front to back, to read 300 pages in 3 to 4 days, pretty awesome, right? So yeah, I finished the book, and I remember craving for more, but having nothing else to connect me to romance novels, because at that point I didn't know you could Google a book series, and it hadn't occurred to me to walk into a bookstore and try and find more. So yeah, I reread The Duke and I 4 to 5 times maybe, because it was my only window to romance novels at that point. Until my next birthday, when my entire family got together and bought me all the books that had been translated to Portuguese at that point, because I didn't read in English yet. I believe they were the first 4 books in the series. Maybe. I think so, yes. The last one that had come out was Colin's book. So yeah. And once I finished those 4 books, it clicked on my head that maybe I could hop on the internet and try to find more about it. And when I found out there were no more books translated yet, I finally walked into a bookstore, and that's when I discovered Tessa Dare. And after her, Sarah McLean. And through the ages of 12 to maybe 15, that was the trio I was reading. Sarah McLean, Julia Quinn, Tessa Dare. After them, I found Jennifer Ashley through The Madness of Lord Ian Mackenzie that had been translated that month, I believe. I remember walking into the bookstore to buy a new Tessa Dare's book that had just been translated back then, and instead I walked out with the Jennifer Ashley's book. After her came Sabrina Jeffries, Madeline Hunter, Jude Devalot, and when I started reading in English, authors like Lorraine Heath. Because I am 23 now and I've been reading the genre for about 10 years at this point, I consider myself a veteran of romance novels. And so I decided to hop in here and discuss them with you. I'll be analyzing different couple dynamics, different tropes, different kinds of heroines, maybe find new authors to read here with you guys on YouTube if you have any suggestions on books that you would like me to review. I will also be hopping on my Instagram and blog, linked in the description box down below, to, post some jokes, have some fun, talk about books with you further, because we can have all the fun here on YouTube. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you're interested in discussing romance novels with me, and finding out more from the perspective of someone who has grown with them her entire life, hit the subscribe button, hit the like, share this video with friends, comment down below on new authors that I might have not mentioned and you would like me to read, and I'll see you next time.